Good morning to all our viewers. Welcome to the Spectre YouTube channel. I am Dr. Mani Iyer, your host. She carried him for 9 months, raised him over 30 years, and stood beside him as he planned his wedding. Then, in one phone call, a mother's entire world collapsed, not just with grief, but with a question no parent should ever have to ask. Did someone I trusted take my child from me? Ketan Agarwal's mother has said she never doubted the girl her son was going to marry. She treated her like her family. That's where today's story begins. Today we are unpacking this heavy topic, crimes that happen inside relationships. And to unpack this, we are joined by Miss Niharika Dogra. Uh, she is a renowned psychologist, clinical counseling psychologist, and rehabilitation counselor and career counselor with over 16 plus years of experience across clinical, educational, corporate, and military settings. She holds a degree in psychology along with postgraduate diploma in both guidance and counseling and rehabilitation psychology from Punjab University, Chandigarh. Her core areas of expertise include premarital and marital counseling, family and relationship counseling, adolescent and child counseling, stress management, and career guidance. She is deeply passionate about mental health advocacy and have conducted workshops and lectures across universities, military establishments, NGOs, and schools nationwide. She has also contributed a chapter to a book on military family psychology and spoken on All India Radio on the topic of exam stress. She believes in the power of compassionate, evidence based care, and her mission is to support individuals and families in building emotional resilience and overall well being. We extend a warm welcome to Ms. Niharika Dograji. Today, as we are unpacking this topic, we would like to jointly unpack this topic with Niharika Dograji and that crime about the crimes that happen inside relationships and the problems and issues. To discuss this, I hand it over to Niharika Dograji. Over to you, Niharika ji.
First of all, thank you so much, sir, for inviting me on your show. It's an honor to talk about this issue. So, before I start a discussion on this, I would like to tell my audience that this case is still under police investigation. So, this is discussion would be for educative and preventive purposes only. This is based on the discussion will be based on the general psychological patterns. It is not to diagnose or to make definite claims about any specific individual involved in this case. So let's start with it. And as we all know about this case, we have all have gone through this case, and it is quite disturbing. And we could see certain, problems and issues in this case, which I will start about it. So the first problem which you could see in this case is about the trust problem. Why this happened. So what happens when something like this happens? There is a trust involved in the family. There is a long family history of friendship for decades. So somewhere that blind spot we are not able to see when we are so close to somebody. So there was one, is the trust problem. Then there were a lot of warning signs were involved which were being ignored. As per the sources, we could see certain warning signs like a cancelled trip, we could see missing passport, then unexplained accident, and there was a large sums of money was being transferred. All these were warning signs in this case which were ignored. Then there was a financial transaction, there was no transparency of that when the large sums were being transferred on her woe. Then there was a lack of communication which we could see that both on both the sides, children were not able to what you call, they communicate to their parents. And then there was a prevention problem. Like when the two families are involved, sometimes what happens, ki somewhere you come to know about that something is going off or something is missing, but we generally have the tendency to let go of the things, ki it's okay, let it be, jane dete hain. So, and we are going to discuss this in details, in the in detail, everything up in detail.
Yeah, thank you very much for that introduction, Niharika ji. So it was a good introduction. Now, can we sort of dwell into the psychological profile of the case that includes the victim and the perpetrators and the circumstances under which this happened? Over to you.
Okay. See, as we don't know much about his personality, Ketan's personality, who is being the victim in this case, but whatever as per the sources, he has been raised in a joint family. I would say in a trusting joint family. जहाँ क्या होता है, जब आप इतने प्रोटेक्टेड एनवायरनमेंट में रेज्ड होते हो, आपकी अपब्रिंगिंग होती है, आपके पेरेंट्स ने जो भी डिसीजंस लिया होता है, आपको लगता है दैट इज द बेस्ट, यू डोंट क्वेश्चन दैट डिसीजन, and there is no benefit of doubt. So as जो भी केतन का पर्सनालिटी जितना भी हमें सामने मिलता है एज पर द सोर्सेज, एंड उसका जो पैटर्न ऑफ बिहेवियर हमने मीडिया में देखा है, सुना है, he was a very trustworthy, hopeful, and emotionally invested person who has invested emotionally, socially, financially in a relationship. So he was not that kind of a person who was very suspicious or guarded. So he was being raised like that, जहां वो ट्रस्ट कर सकता है, उसकी वैल्यूज बहुत स्ट्रांग है, ही हैज दैट दैट जो भी उसके लिए चूज किया है उसके पेरेंट्स ने, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली fine. And the one question which comes to everybody's mind here is like, if he could see some of the warning signs, and if they are there, why can't he tell his parents? Why didn't he share with his parents? Now in this thing, one point comes is the motivated reasoning. क्या होता है कि when you love a person and you are so emotionally invested, तो अगर आपको कुछ भी नेगेटिव भी दिखता है ना, आप उसको इग्नोर कर देते हो. Or I would say that in the psychological term, there is one term called cognitive dissonance. That is a mental discomfort, and it is, I will just refer to an example of an unexplained accident which happened few days ago with him, right? So that was the first incident which happened, which was actually the biggest red flag. अब उसमें क्या हुआ, what is now cognitive dissonance in that, आपका जब आपके जो फैक्ट्स होते हैं वो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट में आते हैं आपके बिलीव्स के साथ. वी ऑल होल्ड अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग बिलीफ. उसके साथ भी क्या हुआ कि आप जो फैक्ट्स थे, जब वो बिलीफ से मिले, तो आप क्या करते हो, उस फैक्ट्स को इग्नोर करके यू जस्ट होल्ड ऑन टू योर बिलीफ कि नहीं, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता, यही सही है. सो दिस इज समथिंग, एक तरह का जिसे कहते हैं ना, एक मेंटल डिस्कम्फर्ट हो जाता है आपको कि नहीं, जो मेरा बिलीफ है वही सही है, अगर ये फैक्ट भी है, सच भी है, तो भी आप उसको मानना नहीं चाहते हो, आप उसको इग्नोर कर देते हो. Then comes, there are few cognitive biases which happens when you trust so much in a relationship, and when you are having so much faith in your partner or in any relationship. एक आता है नॉर्मलेसी बायस करके. कोई भी आपके साथ ऐसी घटना घटती है, कोई भी ऐसा एक्सीडेंट होता है, व्हेन यू आर सो इमोशनली इन्वेस्टेड इन समवन, आपको लगता है कि ठीक है, ये तो एक एक्सीडेंट ही है, एक बार ही हुआ है, शायद दोबारा नहीं होगा, एंड आप उसको बहुत नॉर्मल कह देते हो. सो दिस इज समथिंग अ नॉर्मलेसी बायस, आप आपके माइंड में ऐसा कर लेते हो. देन देर इज कम्स ऑप्टिमस बायस, जो कि हम सबके साथ बहुत होता है, कि कुछ हमारे साथ गलत नहीं होगा. जितनी भी ऐसी घटनाएं हैं वो किसी दूसरे के साथ हो सकती हैं, हमारे साथ नहीं हो सकती. वी ऑल हैव दैट थॉट प्रोसेस एट द बैक ऑफ द माइंड कि नहीं नहीं नहीं, हमारे साथ कुछ गलत नहीं होगा, ये क्राइम्स वगैरह तो दूसरों के साथ होते हैं जो हम टीवी में देखते हैं. सो दिस इज समथिंग कॉल्ड दैट ऑप्टिमिज्म बायस, कि हम मानने को हम इतने पॉजिटिव हो जाते हैं कि कुछ हमारे साथ गलत हो ही नहीं सकता है. सो ये सारा थॉट प्रोसेस हो जाता है. देन देर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड, जो कि हम यूज करते हैं, दैट संक कॉस्ट थिंकिंग. इट मीन्स लाइक आपकी एक टेंडेंसी होती है जब आप कोई भी आप बिग माइलस्टोन अचीव करते हो, या कोई भी एक बड़ी चीज आपकी होने लग जाती है, जैसे कि एक वेडिंग है या कोई भी आपका बिगेस्ट ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है लाइफ का, जैसे जैसे वो पास आने लग जाता है ना, आप चीजों को थोड़ा इग्नोर करने लग जाते हो. संक कॉस्ट थिंकिंग होता है कि बिकॉज आपने इतना इन्वेस्ट किया होता है उस रिलेशनशिप में, उस चीज में, कि आप बाकी चीजों को देख ही नहीं पाते हो. आपको लगता है कि ठीक है, जाने दो, देखी जाएगी, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. आपका ध्यान ही नहीं जाता है. यू आर ओनली थिंकिंग अबाउट द बिगर थिंग्स. यू डोंट वांट टू सी द नेगेटिव thing. You don't want to evaluate the situation. So that happens. And then it's the very important point, I would say, that in generally what happens in marriages, and हम क्यों एक transferred trust होता है, especially in the arranged marriages, कि family अच्छी है, घर वाले अच्छे हैं, लड़का या लड़की भी अच्छी होएगी. तो हम क्या करते हैं, हम वो मानकर चलते हैं कि ओके, फैमिली ट्रांसफर ट्रस्ट हो जाता है कि अगर उसके पेरेंट्स अच्छे हैं, भाई अच्छा है, फैमिली अच्छी है, बैकग्राउंड अच्छा है, सो द गर्ल एंड द बॉय विल बी इक्वली गुड. तो हम वो, अगर कुछ भी रेड फ्लैग होता है या कुछ भी होता है, हम उसको देख ही नहीं पाते हैं. हम उसको बिल्कुल इग्नोर कर देते हैं. हम एक्चुअल बिहेवियर क्या है उसको हम क्लोजली देख ही नहीं पाते हैं, क्योंकि हम ये मानकर चलते हैं दैट द फैमिली इज गुड, the said person will also be good. So that what exactly happens here with a person who is like emotionally, financially and socially invested in a relationship. What exactly, we can say that it happened with Ketan.
Anji, and that was very good profiling of the victim. Uh, yeah, so we would, I mean, we understand from the victim side how this happened, but what about the perpetrator's side and the circumstances in which this happened? What do you think about what are the psychological profile of the perpetrators?
Okay, so the alleged perpetrators, because as they have not been, as I have said earlier, that the case is still undergoing, so we are just going to discuss on a very general psychological pattern in such cases. So what happens whenever such case happens, and whoever the perpetrator is, right? First of all, this is not something which has happened overnight. It is not something an emotional or an angry outburst. It is the premeditation. In the sense means it was a well planned action. आप जब भी कुछ इस तरह का बड़ा क्राइम होता है, वो ऐसा नहीं होता कि एकदम से आप इमोशनल हो गए, एकदम से गुस्सा आ गया, आपने वो एक्शन कर दिया. नहीं, इट वाज वेरी वेल प्लान्ड इन योर माइंड. यू हैव बीन प्लानिंग सिंस a long time.
Yeah, but there
Then
have been clear arrests made, madam. So basically, these people, I mean, we know the persons,
right.
his would-be wife and the wife's boyfriend. So that's what we have come to know, and they have been arrested as well. So you're talking about them only?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes. So one is that was premeditation. That was, it was well planned. It was not something out of anger or that emotional thing. Second is that they were living two lives, two separate lives, two realities of life. एक उनकी लाइफ थी जो उन्होंने अपनी फैमिली से बिल्कुल छुपा के रखी हुई थी. एक उनकी लाइफ थी जो that was kind of a secret life they were having, right? And उसमें क्या होता है कि they were like compartmentalization, हम जिसे कहते हैं, कि जो two realities में वो, there are two realities जिनको उन्होंने separate रखा हुआ है. अब वो जब मिलती हैं तो then becomes a problem with them. So what, and they were so, I would say that जब compartmentalization करते हैं, so they were so good in that कि they are going to be act very calmly in front of the said family or the victim's family or with the victim, but on the other side they were like planning something else. So that is called the compartmentalization, when you are separating two realities in the mind. So this happened. Then then there was the goal fixation. उनका goal बहुत clear था. It was not something that they have tried it for the first time. They have been trying for the second time. तो their goal was actually fixed कि अगर ऐसे नहीं हुआ तो इस तरह से हम कर लेंगे. You know, if so, and it has been there as per the sources कि first plan अगर successful नहीं हुआ, attempt successful नहीं हुआ तो second के लिए उन्होंने try किया. तो it means the goal was fixed कि we have to remove it, we have to eliminate the, you know, the victim. The goal was fixed there.
Yes.
Then there was when it comes to psychologically, there was a two force reinforcement होती है. When two people are involved, तो अगर उनमें से एक को भी किसी को डाउट होगा ना, तो दूसरा अपने कॉन्फिडेंस से उसको कन्विंस कर लेगा, यू नो, रेनफोर्स कर लेगा अपने डिसीजंस को कि ओके नहीं नहीं ठीक है, वट एवर वी आर डूइंग इज ओके, यू गो फॉर इट, यू नो. मतलब द इन्फ्लुएंस इज सो स्ट्रॉन्ग.
क्या दो attempts थी actually, ma'am. So पहले attempt में they tried to push him over the thing. She only pushed him, but he somehow escaped by catching hold of some trees or some things, shrubs and all that. And so it was only her action at the time, and she somehow said that, you know, she came up with a story saying that there was a snake, that's why she pushed him and all those things. But he escaped that, and that's how it was thing. Second time when they wanted to do, they said, okay, we will do it. You know, let's both of us do it together. So he was hidden in a behind the tree or somewhere in a shrub, and at the right time, you know, both of them pushed him over the. As per the media reports, both of them pushed him into the gorge. So this is what it they say happened at that place in Lonavala. So at the fort,
Lohagarh Fort.
Oh yeah,
Lohagarh Fort.
Lohagarh Fort. So what do you say to that? So the second, yeah, it agrees with what you're saying. Both of us tried doing that. Both of us participated in doing that.
Definitely. So that's what I said, that it's a well planned. It is not something spontaneous. You know, it was a well planned thing. Like as per the sources, they have exchanged so many calls, they have discussed over it. Right. So it was a well planned kind of, was kind of a dual plan, and both were involved in it. चाहे वो फर्स्ट इंसिडेंट में सिर्फ गर्ल ने अगर पुश किया है, बट एटलीस्ट शी वाज इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय, दे वुड हैव डिस्कस्ड ऑल दिस प्रोसेस. देन इफ शी कुड नॉट डू इट on her own, she took the help of the boy in the second attempt. So but it was the dual kind of a thing, so both were equally involved in this. It was not something, you know. And there is the question again arises in everyone's mind that if somebody can take such an extreme step of you know, murdering somebody, taking someone's life, why can't they tell their parents? Isn't it that easy? Now here comes the psychological you know thing कि आपको मर्डर करना ज्यादा इजी लग रहा है ये बताने से कि आप अपने पेरेंट्स को बता ही दो कि ओके, आई एम नॉट हैप्पी टू गेट मैरिड और आई एम इन अ रिलेशनशिप विद समबडी. नाउ दिस इज समथिंग वी रियली नीड टू टॉक अबाउट इट कि व्हाई सच केसेस आर इंक्रीजिंग डे बाय डे. Why people are resorting to such things, you know?
If not, if she couldn't talk to even parents, she could have at least talked to Ketan and told him, you know, I'm in some other relationship, so we can kind of, you know, you can at least, you know, take it as an understanding, and please let my parents know that you don't like me, or something like that. Some kind of a story she could have given, you know. I mean, because nobody wants to get involved with in a relationship where the girl doesn't like you or something like that. You know, one partner does not like you. Why would you like to have you know, a lifelong relationship with that person? So what do you think about this? What do you say about this?
डेफिनेटली, बट यू नो जितना इजी हमें लगता है ये सब करना, उतना इजी किसी के लिए होता नहीं है. लाइक स्पेशली इन फैमिलीज, यू नो, देर आर सो मेनी फैमिलीज हियर इन इंडिया जहाँ की एक मैरिज को लेके ना it's what you call that there is a lot of pressure, and वो कब से चला आ रहा है, it's not easy. And in families, कुछ families में तो honor और reputation, it carries a heavy weight, कि अगर आपने मैरिज तोड़ दी या आपने यू हैव कॉल्ड ऑफ एन एंगेजमेंट, तो पता नहीं क्या हो गया है, honor killings happens, and all such things happen. So marriage is more of a pressure here, जहां आप अपनी मर्जी से ये भी नहीं बता सकते हो that you are not happy or you don't want to get married. So जब इतना प्रेशर और इतना जो डर होता है, सोसाइटी का होता है, आपकी फैमिली का होता है, या मे बी यू हैव बीन रेज्ड हियरिंग सच स्टोरीज, और आप यही सुनते आए हो कि नहीं, जो पेरेंट्स कहेंगे वही होगा, पेरेंट्स की मर्जी के बिना नहीं आप कुछ कर सकते हो, आप शादी नहीं कर सकते हो. व्हाट हैपन्स, वो इतना फियर हो जाता है कि देयर इज अ पैटर्न कॉल्ड, जब आप इतने डर में होते हो कि भाई अगर मैंने ना बोला तो इट इज एसोसिएटेड विद शेम, कि मेरे घर वालों का क्या होगा, मेरी घर वालों की रेपुटेशन का क्या होगा, that little, I won't say that emotional angle, but wo hota hai, the shame is associated with it, which the girl has mentioned also in one of her, she has given her statement. So what happens, there is a pattern called the tunnel thinking, कि आप ना उसके आगे कुछ, आप सिर्फ एक्सट्रीम सोचते हो, आप उसके आगे कुछ सोचते ही नहीं हो, आपको लगता है कि बस यही चीज है. सो दैट टनल थिंकिंग इज दैट उसके आगे आपको कुछ और दिखाई नहीं देता है. आपको लगता है ये एक्सट्रीम डिसीजंस आप ले लेते हो, एक्सट्रीम चॉइसेस आप बना लेते हो, और आपको लगता है नहीं यही एग्जिस्ट करती है, बाकी कुछ तो एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता है, मैं फैमिली को बताऊंगी तो ऐसा हो जाएगा. देन हम पर्सनालिटी ट्रेट की भी होती है, देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड, इन मोस्ट मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द केसेस, अगर हम वी विल सी क्लोजली, दो किसी भी मेंटल प्रोफेशनल ने कुछ ऐसा एग्जामिन नहीं किया है इन सच केसेस, but there is called the narcissistic trait, when you only think about yourself, when you are so self-centered about your own happiness, आपको कुछ और दिखाई नहीं देता है. आपको ये नहीं दिखाई देता कि किसी की फैमिली है, किसी का ट्रस्ट है, वो भी किसी का बेटा है, आपको कुछ वो दिखाई नहीं देगा कि आप क्या कर रहे हो. आपको बस अपने बारे में सोचना है, आपको अपनी हैप्पीनेस के बारे में सोचना है, आप सिर्फ अपना ही जिसे कहते हैं मतलब सोचते हो.
Okay.
आपको लगता है बस मैं इन्वॉल्व हूं और कोई इन्वॉल्व नहीं है. एंड अनदर 3 traits which are there is lack of emotional intelligence, lack of empathy, and lack of ethics. These 3 E's, I would say that they are missing in such cases. जहां जब भी आप कुछ इतना बड़ा क्राइम करते हो, इस तरह का क्राइम करते हो, तो डेफिनेटली ऑल दीज 3 आर मिसिंग in a person.
Lack of emotional intelligence, empathy, and what is the other one?
Ethics.
Ethics. Okay.
That your moral values. And one thing I want to add on here, sometimes क्या होता है कि आप किस तरह से बड़े हुए होते हो, आपको ना आपको कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस का पता ही नहीं होता है. दैट आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस द फ्यू पॉइंट्स ऑल्सो, कि व्हाट ड्राइव्स फॉर दैट क्राइम्स, what is the psychological drive behind these crimes, कैसे कर लेते हैं लोग, क्यों हो जाता है. सो कई बार क्या होता है, बहुत सारे जो भी ऐसे क्राइम्स होते हैं उसमें क्या होता है, देयर इज अ वीक एक्शन कॉन्सिक्वेंस, उनको समझ ही नहीं आता है, वीक कनेक्शन होता है, उनको पता ही नहीं होता कि वो जो एक्शन ले रहे हैं उसका कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस कितना खराब हो सकता है, क्या बुरा हो सकता है. तो वो क्या सोचेंगे, उसी चीज का सोचेंगे, वो कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस का रिजल्ट सोचेंगे कि अगर हम पकड़े गए तो क्या होगा, सो दैट इज अंडर डेवलप्ड, वो देखते नहीं है. सेकंड क्या होता है, इतना कंट्रोलिंग नीड्स होती है ना, किसी की एक एंटाइटलमेंट होती है कि बस यही हो सकता है, मुझे जो चाहिए वो मुझे चाहिए, दैट कंट्रोलिंग काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग, कि इसको हम रिमूव कर देंगे या इसको हम हटा देंगे, बट आप एक नॉर्मल तरीके से नहीं सोचते हो, आपको बस पूरा कंट्रोल चाहिए होता है सिचुएशन पे, जैसे भी हो, बाय हुक और बाय क्रुक, this is what I want. Then in few of the cases there is a financial pressure, there is a financial greed, I would say, कि हमें पैसा चाहिए. देन अगर कोई भी आप सीक्रेट रिलेशनशिप में होते हो, और आप नहीं स्टैंड ले पाते हो, एंड जैसे वी have discussed the tunnel thinking, it happens there. And then the shared reinforcement between two people, which we have already discussed, that two force reinforcement, कि एक दो अगर लोग हैं, दोनों का अगर थॉट प्रोसेस अच्छा है, तो कोई भी एक को समझा नहीं रहा है, वो उसको बढ़ावा ही दे रहा है कि हाँ, वट एवर वी आर डूइंग इज एब्सोल्युटली राइट, वी आर डूइंग इट फॉर लव। अपने ही बिलीफ सिस्टम बनाई जा रहे हैं, अपने ही दिमाग में सोची जा रहे हैं, और एक दूसरे के गलत बिहेवियर को रेनफोर्स कर रहे हैं, रेदर देन स्टॉपिंग देम।
Okay.
And then one point I want to add is the real, they have, children who are coming from a very protective environment, keh lo, or with less exposure, they have a reduced real world consequences. In the sense means while they are growing up, है ना, अगर उन्होंने कुछ भी गलत किया होता है तो उनको कभी वो कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस फेस नहीं किए होते उन्होंने गलत चीज के, तो उनको ऐसा लगता है हम हर चीज से बचकर निकल जाएंगे। When you are being raised in a family where you have been over pampered, आपको हर चीज बिना मांगे हर चीज मिली है, आपने कभी भी अगर आपने कोई भी बाउंड्री क्रॉस की है तो आपको उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस कभी फेस नहीं करने पड़े हैं, तो आपके माइंड में यही चीज हो जाती है कि ठीक है, चलता है एटीट्यूड, कि क्या ये हो जाएगा। तो आपको असल जिंदगी क्या है, असल चीजें कितनी खराब हो सकती हैं, आपको वो पता ही नहीं होता। यू हैव नो नॉलेज एंड यू हैव नो मेच्योरिटी लेवल ऑफ दैट सेंस की क्या सही है क्या गलत है। आपको सिर्फ दिख रहा है ये चीज मुझे चाहिए, तो ये चीज मुझे चाहिए। क्यों? क्योंकि आपको बचपन से वो चीज मिली हुई है।
So they don't understand the reality of the situation
Yes, they
and
don't
real
understand.
world consequences of their actions and this one. So
Yes.
उसको पता ही नहीं, उनको पता ही नहीं होता कि ये सब है, that they have to face all these consequences जो आप face कर रहे हैं। तो without that knowledge, they were living in a world of themselves and
Right.
yeah, acting out what they thought, whatever they thought, acting out that,
Mm-hmm.
acting that with whatever in this case, with the would-be husband. So I appreciate the profile, madam. Superb. You have done a first-class profiling of the both the victim and the perpetrators and
Thank
the
you.
circumstances. So, would we be looking at any psychological outcomes, inferences, or comments or perspectives from your side generally?
Yeah, see, psychological perspectives again, as I have discussed, is the cognitive bias, कि हम लोग अपने दिमाग में ही एक cognitive, एक thought process बना लेते हैं, एक belief system बना लेते हैं, जैसे कि I've spoken about the optimus bias, कि हमारे साथ कुछ गलत नहीं हो सकता, जो भी होगा दूसरों के साथ गलत होगा, so we ignore the warning signs, right? And then the normalcy bias, कि अगर कुछ भी एक incident गलत हुआ, कोई बात नहीं, होता है, let it be, accident ही तो है, that is, then is something, what the psychological thing could we see in this case also, there was a coercive control. I mean, एक इंसान ने सामने वाले को इतना कंट्रोल कर लिया, the girl controlled the boy so much, financially also, इमोशनली ऑल्सो, कि वो जो भी उसको कह रही थी, जो भी वो स्टोरीज बनाती थी, वो लड़का मान लेता था। दैट यू गेन कंट्रोल ओवर समबडी सो मच कि सामने वाले को कुछ समझ, उसको जो भी वो कह रही है उसको वो सही लग रहा है।
Yeah, she wanted to
है ना?
control everything. That's why I
यस,
think she also stole the passport or tore it up,
यस, या
and so that he does not. I mean, he doesn't fly out of the control zone.
कंट्रोल। सो दैट इज द साइकोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव इन दिस केस, कि इतना कंट्रोल कोई कर सकता है। And then though it's not a psychological, but see, whatever the case has been happening, I feel social media also has an influence over it.
Mm.
Sometimes
Yes,
the generation, the Gen Z's, or anybody, I won't say Gen Z's only, anybody who's committing these crimes, sometimes they get ideas from the movies, they get ideas from the social media, कि किस तरह से they can be बच सकते हैं, नहीं पकड़े जाएंगे, and they get those vague ideas about that. Imagine, so I guess social media is one of can also be one of the factor which can influence the young minds to commit such dark crimes. Ki okay, they are getting ideas, and imagine, you see the imagination, you see the well planned activity कि हम फोर्ट में जाएंगे जहां कोई कैमरास नहीं होंगे, जहां कोई विटनेस नहीं होगा. So it needs that well planning. It is not something कि overnight कोई इस तरह से सोचता है. So all these ideas they must have taken from something. एक एक आप एज भी देखिए, इन तीनों की एज देखिए. The girl is 19, the boy is is 22, and the victim is 25. इस एज में जब आप इतना सोच सकते हैं, इतना प्लान कर सकते हैं, सो यू इमेजिन कि एकदम से तो वो नहीं होगा. सो all these are the psychological things कि कैसे हम इग्नोर कर देते हैं चीजों को, कैसे कई बारी फैमिलीज भी बिहेवियर जो पैटर्न्स हैं वो नोटिस नहीं कर पाते हैं. They are living two different lives.
So yes, see, this is happening maybe in some social context. It is happening among maybe you said Gen Z or something like that. Not exactly Gen Z, but Gen Z and some other Gen also. If I would
Gen
have,
also, yeah. Anybody can get involved in it. So it's not about a particular thing. It's all about that. See, negative media can influence anybody.
Anybody. So ये सब how do we prevent prevention, if we're talking about prevention, and how this we need to prevent such incidents from happening. How do we, I mean, how does generally the family or something take care or do something, so that they understand the reality, and also that such crimes don't happen, basically. Do you think any kind of prevention can be done, or any other ways possible in which?
Definitely. So first of all, I would like to say that we have to reduce that as a society. We have to reduce that stigma about a broken marriage or calling off an engagement. We have to make it quite normalized. जब तक वो normal नहीं होगा, then there will be such cases happening, because as I told that honor and reputation की वो इतनी बड़ी बात हो जाती है कि वो किसी की जान तक आ जाती है. People they think कि नहीं, honor is the big thing, reputation is a big thing. हमने society में अगर किसी को marriage fix होगी, अगर वो टूट गई, and we have seen so many cases like that. So many cases like that. जहां आपको calling off an engagement becomes more difficult than anything else. So we have to reduce the stigma as a society that it is okay if your marriage is not working. It is okay if you want to get married to someone else. You have to speak to a family. Then there has to be an open and honest communication in the families. So it is the responsibility of the parents also that they have to understand. अपना जरूरी नहीं है कि हर डिसीजन को आपको दो दे. ऑलवेज पेरेंट्स का क्या होता है, दे आई नो कि वो बेस्ट ही करते हैं अपने बच्चों के लिए, but sometimes they also have to understand their children can have their own dreams, they can have their own aspirations and goals. You have to sit with them, you have to have an open and honest communication with them. अगर आपको कोई चीज उनको समझानी भी है तो एक ओपन डिस्कशन होनी चाहिए. ये नहीं कि जब मैंने बोल दिया वो बोल दिया, मेरा डिसीजन आप मानोगे चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए. It should not happen, especially when it comes to marriage. Right? The marriage should be happen out of genuine, जिसे कहते हैं ना, love and trust. Then it's and for like one should not wait for a full proof. अगर किसी को भी कोई भी warning sign दिखता है, कोई भी red flag दिखता है, you should always have someone to speak to. It's very important. Don't wait for a full proof कि हमें कोई बिल्कुल full proof मिलेगा तो ही हम discuss. अगर आपको लग रहा है, जरा सा भी doubt लग रहा है, speak to somebody or speak to your partner कि this is something I'm not liking about it. That's it's very important. So having an open communication, और आप and क्या होता है कि when you are so involved in someone, आप बाकी सब भूल जाते हो. आपको लगता है नहीं फ्रेंड्स को क्या बताना, फैमिली को क्यों बताना, सीक्रेट ही रखते हैं, इट शुड नॉट हैपन. अगर आपको डाउट लगता है, डू शेयर विद समवन. Most important thing which I want that nowadays it should be included is the premarital counseling. It's very important. We discuss about हम सब कुछ कर लेते हैं, प्री वेडिंग डेस्टिनेशंस डिसाइड कर लेते हैं, प्री वेडिंग शूट्स हो जाती हैं, पर जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज होती है एक शादी में, कि अबाउट अबाउट नोइंग अबाउट ईच अदर्स एक्सपेक्टेशंस, बिलीव्स, हम वो कभी कुछ प्रैक्टिकल चीजें हम बिल्कुल डिस्कस नहीं करते हैं. हम सारी शो ऑफ वाली चीजें डिस्कस करते हैं. सो प्री मैरिटल काउंसलिंग विल रियली हेल्प, बिकॉज अगर इफ two people, they don't want to get married or they are not gelling well, if they are not able to share it with their parents or any of the family members, they can share with a person who is being, a counselor is an will be, their decision will be non-judgmental, they won't be biased, that will be based on logic, reasoning, facts and practicality. So I feel that premarital counseling will solve a lot of problems here, because
And
there will be
and
open discussion.
and you see, you do think that it would have worked in this case as well?
Definitely. I think.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
See, definitely we can only try. We can only see premarital counseling. Sometimes it really helps. It really helps to make you that clear decisions.
Right, right.
What happens जब आप दो लोग हैं, दोनों आपस में ही दोनों ही कंफ्यूज हैं, दोनों की एज भी इतनी मेच्योर नहीं है, you will likely, that is what ना, टू फोर्स रेनफोर्समेंट, एक गलत कर रहा है तो दूसरा समझा नहीं रहा है. If they would have discussed with someone mature, they would have actually found out the solution, that this can be a solution. So that really helps in clarity and decision making.
Okay, Ji. Thank you very much. So in summary and as conclusion, what do you think? Do you have any reflections or conclusions? Reflecting about this thing, about this case, how do we, what do we, uh, look at when we are looking at, uh, the future?
Okay, so I guess the biggest takeaway whenever such cases happens, first of all we have to understand that there is not a single evil trait. There are multiple factors involved in cases like this. कुछ भी अगर ऐसा होता है तो एक सिंगल फैक्टर नहीं होता, मल्टीपल फैक्टर्स होते हैं. आपका ट्रस्ट, होप, your upbringing, your thought process, everything is there. So it is not only the one major factor or one evil factor. Then second thing I want to tell everyone here, that the lesson is not to become suspicious about of everyone you love. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप बिल्कुल शक्की हो जाओ, हर किसी पे शक करने लग जाओ. Those who are actually getting married, they must be getting scared now. So it's not the case like that कि आप suspicious हो जाओ, but be aware. Notice the patterns, have an open communication, and always remember, अगर आपको कुछ डाउट लगता है, आप अपने अगर पार्टनर से पूछते हो, और अगर वो पार्टनर आपका बिल्कुल डिनाई कर रहा है या उस बात को समझने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहा है, एंड इज नॉट रेडी फॉर द ओपन कम्युनिकेशन, देन दैट इज ऑल्सो a red flag. When you are getting married, you need to have open discussions about the financial transactions. There should be a financial transparency about the expectations. Again, it has to be very open without being judgmental. So that should be done.
Okay, Ji. So I really appreciate, thank you very much. So that was a very, very good analysis, the psychological analysis and the forensic analysis, and also in a way forward. You have given us a way forward in terms of how, the society can and the families can, overcome some situations so that this doesn't happen in any one of our families, or such may be the case. So thank you very much. I really appreciate your deep psychological analysis, and and you have given us prevention and takeaways, and also you have given us so that we can move forward in the society without this becoming a major stumbling block, especially when we are now that we are there is a big gap between the older generation and the Gen Z, as we may call it. So this otherwise this is going to have huge major problems going forward. So we need to accordingly, as you given said, and as you have advised, we have to, take this forward. We have to understand each other's situation and, take all the necessary, premarital counseling and other things. And we have to be open. Both generations have to be open to the other in many ways than which is currently there, so that such things can be prevented. Thank you very much, Ji. Thank you very much. I appreciate taking your time off from a very busy schedule and spending more than an hour with us. I really thank you so much. It was a superb, fantastic, and a really awesome interview that we had with you, and it was simply great. Thank you so much for all the insights, psychological insights, and analysis. Thank you, Ji.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
coming to our program,
Thank you.
and we wish you come to our program more often as the time may permit. And
Definitely.
we'd like you to come here, on a regular basis. So thank you very much, and hope we can do that. And see you soon. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Ji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for inviting me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Have a great day.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Bye bye.
Bye.